Hey, Kay and Jeff. My name's Jay, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring more customers into your business. And what we found is sometimes the only hesitation owners have when they're hiring someone, they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. And so I found that by giving people a free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, well, this has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Jay, can you do this for me? So by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard, and you can see that I do have a few tricks up my sleeve that can help your business. Well, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or, if at the end of this video you simply want to do this yourself, that works too. So let me show you 3 things that'll set your company above your competition. So the first thing is, oh gosh, what did I do? This is where I was supposed to start. Here's your website. You got a nice looking website. And when you're trying to rank on Google, there's a few things that Google's looking for, okay? One of the things is that they want to see about 1,500 words of keyword-rich content, and even within that, having some buyer intent keywords in there would be good too. So you've got about 450 words of content here. So if you could add some content on there, get some good keywords in there. So when Google goes and looks at your website, what they want to know is, who are they, what do they do, and why should I move them up in Google? And having that keyword-rich content is part of what helps get you up there. So that's the next thing we're going to do. Is when people want to do something, there's other search engines, but they usually go to Google and they type in what is they're looking for. So what I've done here is I put in HVAC St. Paul, and the first thing that we see is the Google Map Pack. And the Google business profiles that have the most citations, they're the ones that are up in the Map Pack. So citations are basically your name, address, and your phone number all over the internet. Citations are also directories. So things like Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Chamber of Commerce, those can all be citations, okay? And you want to have more than these 3 people here, okay? So if you want to be up here, you need to have more citations, and what would happen there is one of these people would get ousted out of there. Now if we move down here into the organic section, the first organic company we see is McQuillan Home Services. I tried a few different keywords, and McQuillan Home Services seems to have a pretty good grounding on getting people up into the top here. So they're on top for multiple keywords. Yelp here, this is another citation and also a directory. All right. So let's go look at a tool that I use. This tool here is called Hrefs, and we can put any website in here, and when we put in the website, these here are the things that are the most important to what we're doing, okay? You want to have good high quality organic keywords that are relative to your industry, and if you have a few buyer intent keywords in there, that's fantastic. Looks like you've got 32 organic keywords, and that's giving you about 75 potential traffic every month, okay? Let's look at a couple of these. I've got your name on there. Ductless mini splits, Maplewood, that's good. Position 5 on the internet. Krinkies reviews, that's your name. Ductless mini splits, position 10, 70 traffic. Mini splits, looks like you guys really like to do the mini splits, and that's in my knowledge, I know that's a newer thing, so it's a good thing to have on there. And furnace repair Minnesota, that'd be a statewide keyword. Furnace repair St. Paul or something similar to that would be a good idea, like this one right here, HVAC St. Paul. You get the idea. All right, let's go look at another thing that's even more, well, just as important. Okay. Referring domains for backlinks. Backlinks, let me go back here so it'll make more sense. Keywords and backlinks kind of work together, okay? You can have a lot of good keywords, but if you don't have quality backlinks, it's not going to push you up Google, okay? Having good backlinks is what's going to help push you up Google with your good keywords. Now, with backlinks, quality is much more important than quantity with backlinks. So you want to have good quality backlinks. Let's look at this real quick. All right. So if we look at your backlinks here, you got 127 do follow backlinks, okay? Top Minnesota building maintenance. Another key thing here is that domain rating. This is kind of important too. If you're between 40 and 60 here, that's considered to be pretty good. If they're higher than 60, well, that's even better yet, okay? So this is 29, which is pretty low, and domain traffic is 6. St. Paul, HVAC here, they're at 89, so that's a real powerful backlink for you. Traffic is almost 3,000. St. Paul, Minnesota AC, 89. 4.5, 2,700. So you get the idea here. Consumer good companies, this is probably a pretty good backlink. This is probably a good backlink. This is probably not bad either. Then you've got some other ones that are lower, and these aren't really helping you a whole lot. So let's go over here and look at your competitor. So this is the top organic in the St. Paul area. McQuillan Brothers, or it's not Brothers, McQuillan Home Services, you're probably familiar with them. They've got a nice website too. They have about almost 1,000 words of content on here, okay? And another thing that I didn't mention earlier is that we can put keywords behind these images, and that just gives Google that much more to go on when they're trying to decide where they're going to put you. So you can just put keywords behind all these images, okay? And this is their Ahrefs information. Now they've got 657 organic keywords, which is giving them about 1,400 clicks or potential business every month. Let's look at a couple of those. All right, they've got their name on here quite a bit. That's not really helping them unless somebody actually knows who they are and types that in. HVAC St. Paul, 150 volume, and that puts them in position 2 on Google, okay? All of these are helpful, but the ones that have the city behind them, they're more helpful, okay? Air conditioning repair St. Paul, 150, position 3. Electricians, I know, I don't think you guys do electricity, but again, 204. Furnace repair St. Paul, 160. So you want to get some of these backlinks, you want to get some of these keywords for your site and get them in the content on the front page. And basically what backlinks are, it's one website linking to another website. And in Google's eyes, if site A links to site B, that gives site B more authority in Google's eyes. So you want to have more high quality backlinks linking back to you. Let's go look at theirs. Now you guys don't link pizzas, so somebody like Pizza Hut wouldn't be a good link for you guys. But here we've got, oh, that's a pretty low domain rating on that one. But kitchen sink, best plumbers in New Brighton, Minnesota, 80, and that's got a domain traffic of, you know, almost 300,000. Rocket Reach, you know, domain traffic of almost 800,000. These have pretty good high traffic, domain traffic, and as a result, they'd be good backlinks. Okay, so what would be a good idea to do would be to match, you know, like the top 2 or 3 organic companies, and get the same backlinks or similar backlinks to what they have, and that'll push you guys up once you get more keywords and more keyword content on your front page. All right, so in closing, what we went over, on your front page, you want to have at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content. For your Google business profile, you want to have at least, oh, I didn't talk about the quantity, did I? You want to have more citations than the other people up in the Google Map Pack. So let's just say if the top person there had 30 citations, you probably want to have at least 60 to 70 citations, because it's kind of a dynamic area and things do change. Once a company is aware that, you know, they're not up there anymore, they're going to do what it takes to get up there. So if you have more citations, makes it a little bit more difficult for it to take you out of the backpack. Okay, citations, like I said, if they've got 30, you want to have probably double that. Link juice, you want to have more relative sites pointing at you guys, showing Google that you have authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be #1 across Google. So you guys, you can either take this information I provided for you today, and you can do this on your own, and I'm cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route, you want to save yourself time, give me a call. My name's Jay, and my number is 303-913-4779. I look forward to talking to you.